Have you wondered how to become successful? Have you wondered how successful people think? Over my career, I've had the privilege of interviewing probably hundreds and hundreds of highly successful people. And today I want to share with you just some of the distinctions, some of the powerful distinctions that how incredibly successful people think, so you can start today making some new decisions. That's the purpose. Now, I could probably spend a couple hours just talking about all the little distinctions, but today I want to give you three major ones. Here's the very, very first one. Long time ago, I've had the fortune to have lunch with one of the most successful, one of the wealthiest businessmen in Vancouver. And at the time, I think he was worth about $500 million. I've had the privilege to have lunch with him and just kind of pick his brain a little bit and want to learn more about how he does. And at the time, he was, I think, 52 years old. And he was sharing with me, I will never forget, he was sharing with me his vision for the next 50 years. 50 years. He was talking about after he's gone, his succession, and how he wants to make sure the company keeps running, how it's going to donate to charities, like the legacy and its foundations he's going to support, and all these things. And he's just so excited. And I was like, wow, successful people, they think long term. The more successful they are, the longer term that they think. I'll give you a perfect example. Look at someone who's a homeless person. How far do they think? They probably only focus on the next meal. An employee, a typical, or maybe someone who works in more like a manual labor kind of job, they're thinking about when am I going to get my check in 2 weeks. A little bit better employee, they're thinking about monthly. Or a manager of a corporation, they think about quarterly. What's my quarterly benchmark? An entrepreneur, a good entrepreneur, might think about a year out, right? In 1 year, what are my goals? What I want to accomplish in 1 year. So they think long term. Me, I think about 5 years out, 5 to 10 years out. So I would have a 10-year plan myself, and then I would like to reverse engineer. Second way that they think differently is, I believe that successful people, they think accurately. One of the most powerful principles in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Nobody talks about it, but it's accurate thinking. It means that they look at things as the way it is, not worse than it is, not better than it is, as it is. Unsuccessful people, very often they are overly optimistic, or they have an illusion, or they, oh, it's going to work out. Yeah, man, I have no business acumen. I'm going to start this business, and within 21 days, I'm going to be, racking in $20,000 a month. That's overly optimistic. What I notice is successful people, they think accurately. I think most of them, I describe them as what I call a realistic optimist. They have an optimistic view of what they're going to do. They believe in what they do. They believe in the product and services they deliver, but they're also realistic. They look at, you know what, this is where I'm in. This is where I want to go. What are some of the obstacles in between? The three questions I always like to ask myself all the time. What could go wrong? What don't I know? And what don't I see? It's not about being negative. It's about being realistic, being a realistic optimist, knowing your downside. Because I know if I can think of all the downside, all the stuff that could go wrong, and if I have a plan for it, and I know if those things come up, here's how I'm going to handle it, then my chance of success of that particular project, it's a lot higher. Does that make sense? And number three, successful people, they think people. They think about their customers. They think about their employees. They think about their vendors. They think about how can I deliver more value to the marketplace. They don't think about, here's what I want to do, here's what I want to sell, I'm going to shovel this down their throat. It doesn't work. They take themselves out of the picture and say, they think about people. How can I deliver value to the marketplace? How can I retain more of my clients? How can I wow my clients? How can I make sure that my employees perform at a high level? How can I coach them? They think about other people. When you think about other people, guess what? It's easy because now they support you. They want you to be successful. So those are the three ways I think successful people think differently from unsuccessful people. Now, if you want me to make more videos on this particular topic, there are probably another 20, 30 distinctions, I would say, on top of my head. Comment below and let me know so that I could make more videos on it.